Hi, I'm Caitlin Murphy, and I'll be doing the negative constructive for Mario Rosas. My first argument is that my opponent did actually number his arguments for as in harm, solvency, and inherency. And also like argument 1, argument 2, argument 3. But the way he constructed his video, his arguments became overlapped, which made it very difficult to understand very important key points. And I couldn't really understand what he was saying in most of his video. Disadvantage 1. My partner says that if we extract helium-3 and substitute it for fossil fuels, it will cause less pollution and improve nature and possibilities. I just have one quick question for my opponent. How do you exactly think we could improve nature? Are you referring to pollution? Are you referring to maybe it will grow more trees? Or maybe it will just improve it and make it look prettier? It was very hard to understand what exactly he meant by that. One takeout on my opponent's argument is that he said helium-3 does not exist on Earth. Well, he is wrong. My opponent does need to know that helium-3 does exist on our Earth, but is in extremely small quantities. So he needs to know that his definition of helium-3 and its lack of being on Earth is very wrong. My opponent also said that it would cost $42 billion to build power plants. One disadvantage of it is that my opponent does not understand the cost of actually going to the moon. The amount of money it would take to go to the moon, I think, triples the amount it takes for power plants. And that's just another disadvantage. Another takeout that I noticed is that he said, quote, we should go to the moon, pick up its energy source, and bring it back, solving plenty of issues. First, I'm not exactly sure how you plan on picking up this energy source, because I really don't think helium-3 you're able to pick it up. And I would like to also know how you plan on bringing helium-3 back and the cost that would be compared to the cost of building power plants. And you said by doing this and bringing back helium-3 could solve plenty of issues. And I would like to know, what issues are you exactly talking about? Are you talking about pollution? Are you talking about our economy problems? Are you talking about just the whole world's problems. I just want to know exactly what you were talking about. You also said that helium-3 doesn't leave pollution behind. Well, if you were to understand the process of fusion, you would still have to use power plants, and those power plants are what gives off those pollutions that you're talking about. And my counter plan is for us to not even go to the moon, because my opponent's argument is all about helium-3, bringing it back and using it for our benefit, for our energy source. One quote from beforeitsnews.com says, "Nuclear fusion for the purpose of energy generation does not exist." So, my question for my opponent is, if it does not exist, how could we have a plan to bring helium-3 back? And that's it. So thank you for listening.